you will know the results before you leave here.
Okay.
However, you know the results already.
Yeah.
That's probably one unique thing about polygraph. This is the only test you're ever going to take where you already know whether they're going to pass or fail.
Straight A's.
Yeah. And why is that?
Because I'm telling the truth.
Okay. Tell me about yourself. Born and raised in Torrance?
No, well, I was raised in Torrance till I was about maybe 5 or 6, and then we moved to Lawndale, and that's where I lived.
Okay.
Majority of my
Where's
life.
Lawndale?
It's the next city over.
Okay. So in that same
area, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the LA area.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. And what did mom and dad do as you were growing up? What kind of work?
My mom's always been in education, and my dad's always been in like bindery, like printing industry type stuff.
Normal high school, nothing unusual.
Well, no, I went to 3 different high schools.
Did you get kicked out of some of them?
Yeah, I got kicked out of the first one, dropped out of the second, and then got my GED at the third.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come you got kicked out of the first one?
The first one, my grades were low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they gave me another chance, and then I still screwed up, and I was gone. Yeah.
So you were, instead of chasing the books, you were chasing the girls.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Like, did you work while you were going to school?
No.
You get no jobs?
No jobs.
Then once you get out of high school, what do you do?
Well, I went to El Camino College for a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you just getting your basics in?
Yeah, getting the basics in, but I was looking to get something like in business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then after that, what happened?
Came to jail.
Okay, so that also you were just gotten out of college or in college when
I
all
was
this
in
went
college.
down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost completed my associate in specialized business. I've been doing that in here.
Okay. So some college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some college. I have like one more class, and then I'll get my degree.
Now, so growing up as a kid, what did you like to do for fun?
Oh, fishing, camping,
Dirt
bike riding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not so good at fishing, but dirt bike riding.
Camping? Where'd you go camping?
We went all over. We used to go to Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even tell you where it's at now, but that was like a main spot that we used to go to a lot.
Tent camping, or you had a camper or a motorhome?
Tent camping.
Yeah,
with a little creek, river. Yeah.
Roast some marshmallows and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So were you pretty close to the family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was near and dear to you?
Oh, my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you fight a bear for mom?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, I did some volunteer work. Yeah.
Oh, what kind of volunteer work?
I worked at the free clinic, South Bay Free Clinic, for a little while.
Okay. And
First it was because of a ticket. Actually, it was community service. But then when my community service was up, I stayed there.
And what did you do there?
Did filing and whatever they asked me to do.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Your hope was, after when you were going to community college, where were you going to go from there? What were your plans anyway?
I wanted to transfer to SC and get my bachelor's, but
then stuff hit the fan, so to speak. Okay.
Yeah.
That was at least your goal.
Yeah, that was my goal. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Lawndale, is that a gang area? What?
I wouldn't say it's a bad gang area, but I mean,
but it's
there's a gang. Yeah,
right.
There's a gang.
How about you? Did you join the gangs growing
Yeah.
up, or what gang did you belong to?
Lawndale 13.
Lawndale 13. All right, and they were they affiliated with anybody? Like Hispanics, whites,
Hispanics.
Blacks,
Hispanics.
Hispanics.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but you're not Hispanic.
No.
So
Yeah.
how'd you get in there? Just because you lived in the
growing
neighborhood.
up in the area.
And how old were you when you got into the gang?
I'd say I was like 15,
Okay.
maybe 16.
What do you think made you, looking back on it, what do you think, why did you get into a gang?
I'm not sure. I mean, just hanging out with the people I grew up with, and the majority of them joined the gang too, so I kind of just went with it. Let's
talk about the reason that we're here. What is your understanding of what we're investigating, or what we're here for?
We're here so I can declare my innocence.
It's roughly 11 o'clock at night. The police get called. It's Hawthorne police get called to a shooting. Yeah, he was shot and killed while he was on the phone at a payphone. Do you know his name?
Yes.
Did you know him?
I didn't know him, but I knew of him.
When did you first learn about the shooting? As best as you can recall.
I would say maybe a week.
A week later?
A week later, yeah.
Okay. And how did you learn?
I don't remember exactly how. I mean, word gets around pretty quick about when.
Just the rumor mill, so
yeah.
to speak. And you were, at that time, you were going to the college, right?
Yes.
What college?
El Camino.
El Camino. And so were you a freshman or a sophomore?
I was a freshman. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was finishing my freshman year, I think.
Okay. And then were you going to go then the second year too?
Yeah, I was already enrolled, yeah.
Okay. So then how do you end up getting involved in this thing?
Well, how I got involved was someone said something to the cops to get out of jail, and they threw my name out there.
So somebody snitched you off, so to speak.
Yeah.
Do you know who that person is?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Santo.
Is that his real name? Or is
No,
that
that's his real name, yeah.
S-A-N-T-O?
S-A-N-T-O, yeah.
That his last name or first name?
That's his first name.
And last name?
Alvarez.
He snitched you off to get out of jail.
Yeah.
And he was in jail on what?
I think possession of a hypodermic needle.
Drug related.
He's drug related, yeah.
And is he which gang does he belong to?
He's from mine, the same as me.
Wow, well,
Yeah.
That's not very brotherly, so to speak, is it?
No, yeah, we were never really cool or
Okay.
close or anything like that.
All right, so then of this roughly 40, 50 gang members that are active, so to speak, how come he would pick you?
I've always wondered why. The only thing that I can think of is just that he didn't like me. I don't,
Did you ever have any problems with him?
Yeah, I had little small problems. I just didn't like him.
Okay. Personality class?
Yeah, he was a real heavy
Is he
drug
older or
user.
younger?
He was older than me.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Is it possible because you were white and he was Hispanic that
No.
it wasn't a race issue then?
No, it wasn't that.
Okay, all right. All right, so anyway, he throws your name down.
Yeah.
And what does he tell cops?
He tells them that he heard me say something the night that the victim was killed. And then he said he heard me say something the next day, I believe.
So the night of the shooting,
Yeah.
and the next day.
Yeah.
All right. So again, you might have So you said something. That doesn't mean that you said.
Yeah, I never said anything though. That was the lie for.
Okay, but I mean, when he says you said something, what is he saying that you said?
Okay, on the night of the shooting, he said that I was mad or upset over a good friend of mine getting shot the previous night, and that I wanted to retaliate against the gang that supposedly did it.
And had there been a friend that had been hurt or anything?
Well, somebody had got shot the night before, but I wouldn't consider him a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of your gang members had gotten shot.
No, he was not from my gang. No.
Okay.
Yeah. The cops said he was an associate, but he was not from my gang, and I don't. He
so
was
then
not.
That doesn't make sense. Then
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
All right. Yeah, because if he wasn't from your gang, what would you care?
Exactly.
Okay. But he's saying that's what you said, and you wanted to retaliate.
Yeah.
And when you say retaliate, did he say specifically what you wanted to do?
He said that I wanted to go get some twats or something like that. Twats is like a derogatory term towards their little wats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, based on that alone, then police come and talk to you?
No. Then they went to one of the witnesses at the scene, and he went from not being able to recognize anyone to pointing out my picture.
And so he did like a photo lineup?
Yeah, he did a 6-pack.
Okay. All right, and they supposedly picked you out of the lineup?
Well,
or one person?
One person supposedly picked me out of the pictures. He later said that he was coerced into picking me out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And who coerced him?
The detective.
And why did he do that?
They told him that, this is according to the witness.
Right.
He said that the detective said that they already had myself and my co-defendant arrested, and that we were snitching on each other and that it would never go to trial. So we just need you to make this case a little stronger and pick this guy out.
So they actually pointed to you?
Yeah.
And did he say that in court?
Yes.
But they still
Convicted me.
And then you got, what was your sentence?
Life without parole.
What were you doing that night that this thing happened?
I was at a kind of a party at my house, watching a fight.
How many people were there?
I'd say about 8 to 10, maybe.
For fight, were you, a boxing match?
Yeah, Tyson. Holyfield too.
Okay. So was that a pay-per-view thing?
Yeah.
Of course, they could easily probably track the records to show you where you did the pay-per-view, but this happened after the fight, right?
Yeah.
So.
We had a black box anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
But, you know.
Yeah. All right. That Tyson Holyfield fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Holyfield won by, is that the one he won by an ear?
Yeah, that's the one.
Tyson, that's something else.
Yeah.
All right. And you said how many people were there?
I'd say 8 to 10.
All males?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah, well, my mom was there, but
okay.
she wasn't.
8 to 10 of your friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
All part of the gang or a mix?
There was at least one person that wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys watched the fight?
Yeah.
All right.
Barbecue, watched the fight.
Okay. And then what time did everybody leave?
Probably about 12.
Okay. Were you drinking?
Yeah.
Then drugs?
I might have smoked a little weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody left about midnight.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I knocked out.
Knocked out meaning?
Passed out on the couch.
So you didn't leave?
No.
Did any of the 8 to 10 stay?
Not the night, no.
Okay. Questions are about to begin. Regarding whether or not you are involved in that 1997 shooting of Antonio Alarcon, do you intend to answer truthfully each question about that?
Yes.
Were you in the car that was involved in that 1997 drive-by shooting of Antonio Alarcon?
No.
Did you fire one or more of the shots that resulted in the death of Antonio Alarcon?
No.
If the detectives were sitting in here talking to you, what would you say to them?
At this point, I'd be pretty mad. So
Yeah.
I would just ask why they put me here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they had something against me personal, or I doubt that, but I don't know. I'd just say, why didn't you take a better look
Right.
at the whole, thing in perspective?
Where do you see yourself 4 or 5 years?
I see myself out working.
What kind of work would you do? You could walk out the door today, what would you try to do?
Well, I have a friend who he owns his own business, so I definitely go work for him.
What kind of business is it?
Construction, general contracting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.